Beautiful day here in Canton, Illinois today. Earlier today I got a chance to do a Google Hangout with some Cub Scouts over near Dayton, Ohio. And I'd like you to take a little look of behind the scenes. Enjoy it.
I see your video. I don't see your live. There you are. All right, this is Barry.
How you kids doing?
The tornado you guys seen on the video earlier in the background there. So,
Just lost you. I just lost you. There, I got you back.
This is Google. Let's just call Google Hangout now. All right, we'll be back up here. Hang on here. All right. So, Barry, what we're going to talk about is we're basically just going to let the young ones ask us some questions. And then we'll go up the answer, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Radar stuff. You don't have to get too in depth with them, but just kind of show them a little bit on how our operations work. So, just to kind of give you guys a heads up on how things work. We'll start looking at forecast models, days out, of course, severe weather event, okay? And then in the background, it's pretty cool, right? You guys ever watch the news and like when they're up there pointing out the radar and stuff, you know that screen goes green and they're actually projecting that image digitally. So it's kind of the same concept from the background here. Barry, you use an XSplit for that, right?
Yeah, we're using XSplit, and that's Kelly Williamson's storm down in Texas.
You got me, Barry?
Yeah.
So once we find out there's going to be a severe we work with Barry to kind of coordinate where we need to be the most action. So with that being said, you guys, what questions do you guys have? All right, go ahead, man. We'll come back there. Okay. What's that?
You're going to have to help me out, Dustin. I can't hear him too well.
No, you're fine. We're getting some bugs worked out here real quick. There we go. Okay. All right. What's your question?
How you get that close to a blister or blister without getting hurt or injured?
All right, Barry. So the question is, how do we get close to tornadoes without getting injured? And the key person in that is the answer is Barry. You know, a lot of times we get into situations where, you know, we're out chasing and we get busy to the point where we don't know, we're not keeping up on the radar. So Barry uses a couple of different programs to be able to show us how things work. So yeah, Barry, show us a little bit of GR level 3 or some of your programs to show us how everything works.
Okay, my radar take a little bit to load up here, but there's 3 of the 4 that I use. And
all right, so we're good now. You should have visual. Your video looks good. Audio is good.
okay.
Let's roll.
Here you should be able to see the 4 different main programs that I use for radar. The bottom left, that's called DR Earth. That gives us our warnings and stuff. As soon as I get the warning, I tell my storm chaser about it. I'll also have road maps up and keeping an eye for different roads that they can take to try to keep them out of harm's way. But I use multiple different programs and with radar, and I can check the different modes and see how bad the storm is and where the location is and the probability of our chaser getting there.
That's a big thing, guys. I mean, when we're out there chasing, especially in the plane, it could be a plane. So like Oklahoma, Texas, in North and South Dakota, Nebraska. It's always a gamble. You always have to forecast on where to go. So when you get out there and you've got a lot of other chasers in the area, there's a lot of different storms firing up. Barry is able to let us know, you know, in the storm of the day, this is what you can get. So, go ahead, Barry.
Okay, next question.
What are your favorite country?
Favorite country? Barry, have you ever been out of the United States?
Oh Lord, yes. I've been to Canada and I've been to Mexico.
Your favorite?
Mexico.
U.S. of A.
Mexico out of the country is my favorite because of the mountains and stuff down there. I used to cliff climb and go down to see some of the ancient ruins in Mexico. In the U.S., probably the plains.
So it's the tornadoes, obviously. What's your favorite state you've ever chased in, Barry?
That would actually, yeah, the ones that I've actually chased would be Ohio.
First state you chased in Ohio. The only storm chaser I'll ever carry that. That's good though. That's good though. All right, guys. Next question. Go ahead. Okay. Just waving. I mean, so basically, Barry, it's just about storm structure and storm intensity. I mean, a general rain shower, like those sprinkles that we got this morning, that's not insane. So that is, it's a rain shower, but I mean, when it comes to severe weather, a lot of times, especially here in Ohio, it's pretty much straight line gusty winds. Typically doesn't cause too much damage.
Unless you're in Northwest Ohio.
Severe weather, tip non-damaging. Yeah, unless you're in Northwest Ohio, and then there's tornadoes. Quite often. The Weather Channel just called Miami Valley a mini tornado alley now too, so they're up on the same plains as being worked now too. And that's here. So climate change. Yes.
What place you will find? What state in Tornado Alley do you find the most?
Most tornadoes vary per state. I mean, it really varies from time to time. I'll let Barry touch base on this a little bit more with climatology and how that works. But last year, Barry, what state had the most? Was it Illinois last year?
Yeah, Illinois last year was up there. Typically, it's Oklahoma, northern Texas, southern Kansas is normally the key area. But last year here in Illinois, we had quite a few tornadoes. Matter of fact, one of the largest tornadoes for last year was not far from you, but Rochelle, Illinois.
Severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern states in the counties in southern New Jersey.
That's the one that called up.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Counties in central New Jersey. Counties in southern New Jersey. Central counties in southern New Jersey. Burlington counties in southern New Jersey. Until
You're in there?
What's that?
You got GR. Is that GR Earth reading your warning?
Yeah, up there in Pennsylvania right now, off the Philadelphia radar site, that's what I got on my screen right now. And it's been a lot of high wind warnings up there today.
So this program right here in the background, is this Earth that we're looking at here? Or that's GR3, isn't it?
That's GR2 analyst. Right there I'm looking at the velocities of the winds. Green is the winds going towards the radar, and red are going away from the radar. And this is up in Pennsylvania right now.
We got some severe thunderstorms from warnings up there for high winds today. Not necessarily great state strain in eastern Pennsylvania, but
No.
is that remnant of Colin going up there, Barry, or is that cold front still coming through?
That's the cold front pushing through. And I'm also keeping an eye.
The blue on the outlines here is
Yeah, I think I might have lost you there.
the ocean would be over.
Not even by the ocean.
Right here, I'm also keeping an eye on Key West, Florida, because they still got tropical rain down there.
remnants of pollen right now, Barry? They're going into Florida?
What's that?
Is that the remnants of pollen still moving?
Yeah.
Storm still coming onto the shore?
Yeah, most of Colin is done long gone, but what's happened is there's winds from the north coming down and tropical moisture coming up. So they're caught in like a tropical band right across southern Florida, and that's going to be triggering a lot of storms for the next several days.